Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. See, there you go. There you go. Say goodbye 3 times, mouth still open. Mouth almighty. You hear that? Mouth almighty. That's the problem. This is why you can't fix your heart. Now imagine you married to her. You got to go home and deal with that mouth every night. You will lose your damn mind. You will be out here smoking crack. You'll be like, bro, you need to get off them drugs. You'll be like, nah, I ain't going home. Not to that mouth. That's the whole problem. Right. That's why your father wasn't around. Your father wasn't around because your mama's mouth didn't get cropped. Then your father left, and then now all the sisters they don't know how to be raised by the woman. I thought she was leaving. She said she ain't have enough time. She said goodbye 3 times. But this is the real spirit of the Christian church. And that's why black men, I'm going to tell you, get hold of that. Y'all hold what you got. Somebody else get me where Paul said he don't give a woman to usurp authority. I'm going to show you straight up in the Bible. Black woman, your job is not to be a preacher. First of all, a woman is not supposed to go into the temple on her monthly. How you going to have your period and you sitting up in the temple talking about here's God's word? What the hell is wrong with you? When God said that you unclean when you on your monthly. So that tell you right there, you ain't supposed to be no priest.
I.S.U.P.K.
One reason only. Because the Christian church refuses to do 2 things. They refuse to stop blaming black people for their problems, and they refuse to start blaming the white man for his problem. You know what the whole problem is in the church? The church blame you for everything. The CIA pour drugs in your neighborhood, black people in church blame you. The CIA pour guns in your neighborhood, black people blame you. The white man commit racism against you and cut all your businesses off, black people blame you. So let me finish. You asked the question. Don't get Christian on me. The whole problem with the Christian church is that they are the accusers of black people. When the Christian church got to stop blaming black people for their problems in America. Being on drugs is not black people's problem when the government is pouring dope in America by the truckload. It is not black people's problem. Then you turn around and say, well, you shouldn't have took the drugs. That's what Christians say. They say you shouldn't have took the drugs. You know what? I shouldn't have took the drugs. But you know what? I happen to not have an education because they put 50 kids in my class. I happen to not have a decent lunch because they didn't feed me because my mother couldn't get a damn job. They oppress you and destroy you, and then when you fail in life, they say, see, you black people got to work hard. You got to try harder. You like to party too much. When all of that is a rotten, stinking lie. This white man has been controlling your social life for the last 100 years, man. Everything you do, he controls. And let me finish. I'm going. Hey, I didn't tell you come out here late. You came out here late. See, that's the problem with you Christians. First of all, you black women, God said this. God, see that? God said this. God said, I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over a man. Don't cut me off again. All right, don't do it no more. Obey God. Obey God. All right then, let's act right now. Here's the problem. The problem is this. The Christian church teaches black women to hate black people. And because of it, yes it does. And because of it, black men get disenfranchised and they leave the church. And then guess what kind of black man comes into church? You know, homosexuals. Like, ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a question. When you open up the Bible, every prophet, every priest were all men. And they were all heterosexual men. When you go to church, it's filled with homosexual men and black women. Something wrong. It ain't adding up. You might if you be patient and be silent. You might, but if you disrespect me, I'm not. You are doing that. I know you don't think you are, but you are. You are completely disrespecting me. Yes, you are. You don't need to, but you've been taught that in church, which is the problem, lovely lady. The problem, lovely lady, is you've been taught in church to not have discipline. You see, that's the problem. It is. You see, you still talking. The Lord said, be silent. That's what God said. No, yeah, to women. You're a woman, ain't you? Then be silent. Oh, I know. You see that? You don't want to obey God. And you go to church. You see the problem? That's the whole problem right there. And let me tell you something else. Now, let me tell you something you black women don't understand. You black women want to understand the problem? Shut your damn mouth and let black men do their thing. That's how you solve the problem. Like, shut your damn mouth and let black men do it. Like, you always got your mouth open when fixing black people is men's business. It is not woman's business. You understand? Now you ready to go. See that? That's the problem with your churches. See the problem with your churches? Your problem with your churches is that they teach black women to be monsters. And that's why we got to re-educate you black women. Black women disrespect black men and don't even know they disrespecting the black men. Ain't nobody else interrupting me out here. Ain't nobody else. Other people got questions, but they patient and wait. But you Christians that go to the church, you blame black people for everything. While you bringing homosexuals in your church, you destroying the whole fabric of God's teaching. But meanwhile, strong black men. Now, you ain't seen another strong black man on a street corner in 20 years. You think you black women would shut the hell up one day and say, you know what? There's some strong black men out here saying something. Let me shut the hell up and see what the hell they got to say. But not you Christian women. Every black man got to be punked under you. That's the only way you can deal with a black man. You got to punk that black man. Now let me tell you something else. If it ain't a lie, shut your mouth. If it ain't a lie, shut your mouth. Then if you ain't, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. See, there you go. There you go. Say goodbye 3 times, mouth still open. Mouth almighty. You hear that? Mouth almighty. That's the problem. This is why you can't fix your house. Now imagine you married to her. You got to go home and deal with that mouth every night. You will lose your damn mind. You will be out here smoking crack. You'll be like, bro, you need to get off them drugs. You'll be like, no, I ain't going home. Not to that mouth. That's the whole problem. Right. That's why your father wasn't around. Your father wasn't around because your mama's mouth didn't get clogged. Then your father left, and then now all the sisters they don't know how to be raised by the woman. I thought she was leaving. She said she ain't have enough time. She said goodbye 3 times. But this is the real spirit of the Christian church. And that's why black men, I'm going to tell you, get hold of that. Y'all hold what you got. Somebody else get me where Paul said he don't give a woman to usurp authority. I'm going to show you straight up in the Bible. Black woman, your job is not to be a preacher. First of all, a woman is not supposed to go into the temple on her monthly. How you going to have your period you sitting up in the temple talking about here's God's word? What the hell is wrong with you? When God said that you unclean when you on your monthly. So that tell you right there, you ain't supposed to be no priest. So how in the hell you going to be in the podium talking about you the pastor of some church telling men how to rule their life and you a woman? Why the hell you don't learn what God said for real? And then you go to church and put a homosexual in the pulpit. And then you think the homosexual gonna tell black woman, obey your black man, respect your black man? He's a homosexual. He himself trying to be a woman. So you know he ain't gonna tell a woman to be in her place. That's the problem in the Christian church. That's why black men got to start all over. You got to throw out the church and open up the Bible. That's what we did. We said later for that church. Later, that's right, brother. We said later for that church. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not listening to some homosexual tell me how I got to serve God. I'm going to open up this book and read it for myself. And God will show it to me. And then I'm going to come to the teachers, the Israelite school of UPK, and I'm going to really learn how to really handle this book. You understand? And then guess what? And then guess what? We'll be strong black men. And let me tell you something. For every loudmouth black woman, there's a wonderful, gentle, sweet black woman that will get with you. So you let that loudmouth go ahead. That monster, that yap, let her go ahead. You understand? Like all black women got to do is just be quiet. If you can just be quiet, black men will fix everything. Black men will just do it naturally. When you see us in the Bible, you see how many of us standing out here. You see we come out in the streets and changed our life. What the hell you got to argue with me about? All you got to do is shut your mouth and follow suit. And you'll see black men fix the whole black community. Won't be no drugs, won't be no killing, won't be no housing issues, won't be no nothing in the black community. But the problem is, you get up in the churches, man, and turn against black men.